Sweetie!
I got one.
They'll run for the first time with Peyton Barber. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a big shot.
Now Wentz steps away to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aaron Donald, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Throwing now is Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, set to begin their next drive. The Rams offense at the line. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's... And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From the 29, Wentz. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought that.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. Till they break that goose egg.
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the...
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Aaron Donald in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. After the sack on 1st down, Wentz, and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Zadarius Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And complete to Zach Ertz. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain still. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, L.A. Mark that down as a punt return of 78 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And we always talk about kick returns being so exciting on kickoffs. Punt return almost equally exciting.
And typically we talk about the kickoff return being the most exciting 10 seconds in football. Let's just cut it in half for a punt return and make it the most exciting 5 seconds in football. It's a great, glamorous, dashing play.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
A gain of 6 there on first. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Stop your whining. Kill.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This is caught by Jackson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. The 40, 30, 10, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that, see if he can brace up, and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. And Cooks has it over the middle. And all the way down to the 26. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. There's Goff. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down. And now it's 2nd and long. Goff. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up fourth down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so. They need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
Go! 60. Ready?
On 2nd down, Barber. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Operating from the gun. Tyler, he's going to fire this thing. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Here's Matt Bosher now. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Check Mike. Watch the safety creep.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. A desperation heave for the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. He'll fire one end zone for Cook. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
This will be taken very short. And they're going to have really good